Have you ever felt a calling, a sense of being part of something greater, something transformative? Today we'll decode and reveal the hidden meaning behind the number, 144,000, and its esoteric message. If this video found you, consider yourself chosen, so let's dive right in. First of all, what is the mystery behind this cosmic code? The number 144,000 is a profound mystery found in the biblical book of Revelation. It appears in two main passages, Revelation 7 and Revelation 14, and its meaning has been a source of debate for centuries. The mystery isn't just about who this group is, but whether the number itself is literal or symbolic. Some interpreters believe the number 144,000 is a literal count of specific individuals. According to this view, they are 12,000 people from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, who are sealed by God to protect them during a period of great tribulation. These individuals are believed to be specially chosen to evangelize and lead others to faith. Now let's decode its symbolic meaning, then let's see its literal understanding by many. Symbolic interpretation. Many theologians and biblical scholars view the number 144,000 as symbolic, rather than a literal count. This interpretation is based on biblical numerology, where numbers often carry deeper meaning. The number 12. In the Bible, the number 12 is often associated with completeness and God's people. There were 12 tribes of Israel in the Old Testament, and 12 apostles in the New Testament. The number 144. This is derived from 122, a 12 multiplied by 12, which further emphasizes the idea of completeness and the totality of God's people. The number 1,000. The number 1,000 is often used to represent a vast, immeasurable multitude or a complete and perfect number. The combination. When you combine these, 144,000, 12 count 12 1,000, symbolizes the entire, complete, and perfect body of God's redeemed people from all time. This would include both Jewish and Gentile believers, representing the new Israel of God. The mention of 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, Revelation 7:5-8, is seen as a way of expressing the totality of God's people, drawing from both the Old and New covenants. In this view, the 144,000 are not a special exclusive group, but a symbol of the great multitude of those who are sealed and protected by God. 2. Literal interpretation. A literal interpretation holds that the 144,000 is an exact number of specific individuals. This view is common in some premillennial and dispensationalist theological traditions. 144,000 Jewish evangelists. Some believe the 144,000 are a literal group of 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, excluding the tribe of Dan, which is often replaced by the tribe of Manasseh in the text. According to this view, these individuals are specially sealed by God during the Great Tribulation and are protected to serve as evangelists, spreading the gospel to the world. Their ministry is seen as the reason for the great multitude that no one could count, Revelation 7:9, who are saved during this period. Other interpretations. Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses believe the 144,000 is a literal number of faithful Christians who will be resurrected to heaven to rule with Christ as king priests. They refer to this group as the anointed or little flock, and they believe this number has been accumulating since the time of the apostles. They believe all other faithful people will live in a paradise on earth. In summary, the symbolism of the 144,000 is multifaceted. While some see it as a literal number of a specific group, the more widely held scholarly view is that it's a powerful symbol of the complete, total, and protected body of all God's people throughout history.
The number signifies God's faithfulness and the security of those who are sealed by His Spirit.
Now let's decode its esoteric view. Outside of a purely biblical context, the number 144,000 has taken on significant esoteric and spiritual meaning, particularly within New Age, metaphysical, and spiritual awakening communities. These interpretations often view the number not as a literal count of people, but as a symbolic representation of a state of consciousness, a collective spiritual mission, or a significant energy shift. Here are some of the key esoteric meanings associated with 144,000. 1. The 144,000 as light workers or starseeds. In many esoteric traditions, the 144,000 are believed to be a specific group of souls, often called light workers, starseeds, or indigos, who have incarnated on Earth to help humanity and the planet through a major transitional period, often referred to as the Ascension or the Great Awakening. Their mission. These souls are seen as having a preordained mission to raise the collective consciousness of humanity. They are thought to be highly sensitive and spiritually attuned individuals who act as catalysts for change, guiding others toward a higher frequency of love, peace, and spiritual awareness, a collective awakening. The number 144,000 is not viewed as a closed, exclusive group, but rather as the critical mass needed to tip the scales and initiate a global shift in consciousness. It's the number of people who must awaken to their spiritual nature to create a significant ripple effect for the rest of humanity. 2. The numerological meaning numerology is central to the esoteric understanding of 144,000. The number is often broken down and analyzed for its symbolic components, 12 and completeness. As in the biblical context, the number 12 is seen as a number of completeness, cosmic order, and divine cycles, e.g., 12 months, 12 zodiac signs. The multiplication of 12, 12 house 12, 144, amplifies this energy to a state of ultimate completeness and perfection. Each and manifestation. The number 1000, often seen as 103, represents the manifestation of divine energy into the physical realm. The total sum. When reduced, the number 144, 1 plus 4, 449, and 144,000, 1 plus 4, 449, both lead to the number 9. In numerology, 9 signifies completion, universal love, and the end of a cycle, making way for a new beginning. Connection to Christ consciousness and the human light body, some esoteric teachings link the number 144,000 to the activation of the human spiritual body, Christ consciousness. The Christ in this context is not a specific person, but a state of divine awareness or Christ consciousness that all individuals can attain. The 144,000 are those who have reached this level of spiritual enlightenment. Chakra system. Some believe the number is connected to the auras and energy channels, nadis of the body. One theory suggests that the 144,000 represents the number of energy channels that are awakened and balanced to achieve a state of spiritual mastery. For instance, some Hindu traditions mention 72,000 nadis in the body, so 144,000 could represent a duality or the complete activation of this system. In these esoteric views, the 144,000 is a concept that transcends a specific religious or historical event. It represents a universal archetype of a spiritually awakened collective, a beacon of light for humanity during a time of great change. It's an inner, energetic state of being rather than a literal group of people. So what does it mean for us today? It's about embracing compassion, completing old cycles, and striving for a higher purpose. Applying the knowledge of the 144,000 in modern life, especially from an esoteric perspective, is less about literal actions and more about a shift in consciousness and a change in personal philosophy. It's not about trying to become one of the 144,000, but about embodying the principles the number represents. Here are some ways to apply this knowledge. 1. Embrace your role as a light worker or catalyst. Acknowledge your inner light. Whether you believe you are one of the 144,000 or not, you can choose to act as if you are. This means recognizing your own potential to contribute positively to the world. Every act of kindness, compassion, and conscious effort to grow spiritually is a form of light work. Live by example. Instead of trying to force others to change, focus on your own spiritual and personal growth. Your positive energy and conscious living can inspire those around you. This is the essence of being a catalyst for change. 2. Cultivate a sense of collective consciousness. Move beyond individualism. The concept of the 144,000 highlights the importance of the collective. In an increasingly individualistic society, this knowledge encourages you to see yourself as part of a greater whole. Your personal well-being is interconnected with the well-being of the planet and all its inhabitants. Practice empathy and compassion. Recognize that everyone is on their own journey. The idea of the Great Awakening is not just for a select few, it's a potential for everyone. This can lead to greater patience, empathy, and understanding for others, regardless of their background or beliefs. Focus on personal ascension and growth. Prioritize inner work. The esoteric meaning of the 144,000 points to a state of being, or ascension. This can be applied by making a conscious effort to understand yourself better. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, journaling, and self-reflection are all forms of inner work that lead to higher consciousness. Align with your higher self. The idea of Christ consciousness, or a higher self, can be a powerful guide. This means making decisions that are aligned with your deepest values and your highest good, rather than being driven by fear, ego, or societal pressure. 4. Contribute to the collective shift conscious consumerism. You can apply this knowledge by making choices that benefit the planet and its people. This could be supporting ethical businesses, reducing your carbon footprint, or volunteering for causes that resonate with you. Spread positive energy. The world is full of negativity and division. You can choose to be a source of positive energy. This can be as simple as smiling at a stranger, offering a word of encouragement, or engaging in respectful dialogue on difficult topics. In essence, applying the knowledge of the 144,000 in modern life is a call to action, not a literal, physical one, but a spiritual and philosophical one. It's about taking responsibility for your own energy and recognizing your power to contribute to a better world, one conscious choice at a time. It shifts the focus from an external historical event to an internal, ongoing process of awakening and transformation. If you feel that call, it might be a sign to focus on personal growth, help others, and contribute to the collective awakening. Whether you see yourself as part of the 144,000 or simply as a seeker of truth, your journey matters. Embrace your purpose and let your light shine. The overall message behind the mystery of the 144,000, particularly from a symbolic perspective, is a powerful call to spiritual awakening and conscious action. It teaches that humanity is not just a collection of individuals, but a vast, interconnected body. While some may interpret the 144,000 as a literal, chosen few, the deeper symbolic meaning suggests that it represents the complete and perfect spiritual collective, the entirety of God's people, or a critical mass of lightworkers needed to usher in a new era of consciousness. The central lesson is that everyone has a part to play. You don't have to be a specific person or belong to a certain group to contribute. Your unique role in the Great Awakening is to embody the principles of love, compassion, and truth in your daily life. The knowledge of the 144,000 shouldn't be a source of division or a topic for endless debate. Instead, it should be a catalyst for personal transformation. Acknowledge your power. Recognize that you are not powerless. Every conscious choice you make, every act of kindness you perform, and every moment of inner work you engage in helps to shift the collective consciousness of humanity. Embody the change. The world doesn't need more people debating spiritual theories. It needs more people living them. Be the change you wish to see. Cultivate love instead of hate. Seek understanding instead of judgment, and share your light with others. Unite in purpose. The number 144,000 is a symbol of a collective. Find your tribe, whether that's a community, a group of like-minded friends, or simply a single partner in your journey. We are stronger together. Overall, the mystery of the 144,000 is thus a reflection of the larger complexities in interpreting apocalyptic literature like Revelation, where visions and numbers are often used to convey spiritual truth rather than historical or literal facts. So one can say 144,000 transcends a literal count of people to offer profound spiritual and philosophical lessons, and rather see the call to ascension. The encrypted numeral code delivers the message of inclusivity, divine protection, the importance of a faithful remnant, and the continuous process of spiritual awakening, both individually and collectively. It turns a seemingly exclusive number into a universal message of hope and purpose for all who seek a deeper connection to the divine. The message is clear. You are part of the number. Don't wait for a special group to show up and save the world. The time for change is now, and it begins with you. If you made it this far, comment "I'm chosen." Thanks for watching. Until next time, Universal Consciousness signing out.